Hey guys, my name is Daniel Muzeki, and I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. Most importantly, I'd like to thank God for enabling us all to be here. You know, it's important to realize that it's a gift to wake up in the morning and to see a new day. And so remember to always say thank you to God for that. In last week's video, guys, we spoke about purpose and why 2021 is important that we come to understand and achieve our purpose through God. And so if you didn't watch that video, feel free to check it out on my YouTube channel, and remember to subscribe, like, and share those videos with people who you believe need to hear them, and you'll be blessed. Well, in today's video, I'd like us to talk about something that is really important, and it is also intertwined with finding your purpose. And this is respect the process. You know, my friends, everything in life has a process. Everything in life has a way in which it works, from inception to completion, from beginning to the end. And in this day's society, we have become dubbed the microwave generation, where we expect things to be done almost immediately. We expect to plant a seed today, tomorrow reap from it, the next day enjoy the shade of the tree, and then the next day, you want to get firewood from the same tree. But nature does not do that. Nature has a process. Life has a process. And it is very important that you come to understand that you must respect the time of process. You know, many of you have started things in life, be it business, be it relationships, be it careers. But unfortunately, you have always wanted to do things like that, in a snap of a finger, from A to Z in 1 minute. And I'll tell you, my brothers and sisters, that is impossible. That is something that cannot be done. And in respecting the process, you must realize that there's something called time. Things take time to grow. Things take time to mature. Things take time to move from point A to point B. You know, it reminds me of the Bible, in the story of Joseph. You know, Joseph was told by God that you will be great. He had a vision of greatness. But as soon as that happened, his life went south. You know, his brothers wanted to kill him. They sold him off to Egypt in slavery. He ended up in Potiphar's house as a slave. Sooner than that, he finds himself in prison. My friends, this happened when he was only 17 years old. And the Bible tells us that Joseph became governor of Egypt at the age of 30. That means that it took 13 years for him to get to that point. And so, my friends, you must remember that time is a very important resource that you must respect. Don't rush things. Stop rushing things. That is one of the greatest downfalls of our society today. We want to rush things. Secondly, in respecting the process, you must respect the fact that practice needs to be put in place. You must keep on practicing and practicing and practicing your craft. You must put in the effort in that craft. You must put in that persistence in that craft, so that it develops and grows. You know, for you who love football, I'm a Manchester United fan. I know, things are thick. However, I remember Cristiano Ronaldo signing for Manchester United in 2003. You know, Ronaldo was an 18-year-old, slim boy, but very skilled and very talented. And I remember his debut game was against a team called Bolton. And when he came in, no doubt, the boy was gifted. The boy was talented. However, the opponents would bash him off the ball. They'd hit him off the ball because he wasn't strong. You know, he was still a bit feeble. And I remember an interview where Sir Alex Ferguson was talking about Ronaldo. And he said that he had never seen an athlete like that. Because after that game, Ronaldo realized that he had to put in a lot of practice. You know, Sir Alex Ferguson says that Ronaldo was the first in the gym and the last out. He was the first in the training field and the last out. And the next season, when they all reported for duty, they were all shocked to see how buff he was, because he'd realized that he needed the energy, he needed the strength to play in the Premier League. And he continued practicing his craft. You know, my friends, I'll ask you, what is this that you're trying to do today that you need to keep practicing on? You need to keep putting in the effort. You need to keep putting in the practice so that you can build something that will help you. Look at Ronaldo today. The guy is 36 years old and he's still going strong. Many players give up. Many players retire at early ages. But he has continued playing. He's a very good example when it comes to respecting the process. Another very important thing when respecting the process is consistency. You know, I'll mention another athlete, sportsman, by the name Lewis Hamilton. You know, last year, Lewis Hamilton broke records and he became the most successful Formula One driver ever with 95 wins. You know, this record had been held by Michael Schumacher for years, and everybody thought it was unachievable. Everybody thought that this record could not be broken. But when Hamilton stood on the podium, speaking on that day when he broke the record, he said that you must dream the impossible. You must speak it into existence. You must work for it. You must chase it. And you must never give up. And most importantly, you must never doubt yourself. You know, Lewis Hamilton's career is a perfect example of consistency. You know, he has been consistent in what he does. He has been consistent in his routines. He has been consistent in taking care of his body to ensure that his body can deliver that purpose, that goal, that objective that he is looking for. You know, how many of us give up after 2 weeks? You know, it's January. Most of you put in New Year's resolutions of going to the gym. How many of you have not gone back? You know, you only went for 3 sessions and you got tired. You know, how will you achieve what it is you're looking for if you don't have consistency? How will you get to the destination that you want to get to if you don't have consistency? You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, again, a perfect example of consistency. This guy has been giving high-level performances year in, year out. I remember when he moved into Juventus Football Club, they normally do something called a medical, okay? So they check your body to see the condition of your body. And he was probably 34 then. But when the doctors did his full body medical, his results showed that this was a body of a 22-year-old man. You know, his fat levels, his muscle, his fitness, his physique. And this is about consistency, guys. Putting in the hours that need to be put in to ensure that you achieve what it is you're looking for. And so in last week's video, we talked about purpose. But knowing your purpose is one thing. Achieving it is another. And for you to achieve your purpose, you must respect the process. You must realize that time, practice, consistency is inevitable. There are so many mountains in our lives that we cannot get to by being dropped by a chopper at the top. You have to climb from the bottom. In your relationships, you have to build them bottom up. Your careers, you have to build them bottom up. Your purpose, you have to build it bottom up. And the only way you do this is by respecting the process. Because many will drop along the way. Many will give up. Many will not be able to hold on to the regime of training each and every day. But those who fall by the wayside never achieve what it is they were created to do. And so I'm here to tell you, my friends, it will take time. Your purpose will take time. Your purpose will need practice. And your purpose will need consistency. You know, some mornings you'll wake up and you don't feel like doing it. Some days you'll feel like you're completely weary, like you do not even want to get there and wake up and do what it is you have to do. But you must remember to respect the process. And I'm telling you, a time will come when we'll all give testimonies of how God has been good to us. And so, guys, remember, I mentioned the story of Joseph. That to me is a perfect example of what it is to respect the process. I've mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo as a footballer, respecting the process. I've mentioned the greatness that Lewis Hamilton has achieved. In fact, I should be calling him Sir Lewis Hamilton because the Queen knighted him. What an achievement. What an athlete. What consistency. What determination. What work ethic these people have had. What about you? Remember, to achieve your purpose, you must respect the process. And so, guys, until next time, may God bless you. May you have a lovely weekend. And remember that everything you do, you must commit to God. And then your purpose will be achieved. So until next time, God bless and take care.